A New York attorney submitted case citations to a federal court that looked detailed, credible, and completely real. They weren't. ChatGPT had invented them, but that scandal isn't the part of AI in law that should worry attorneys most. The bigger shift is quieter. Law firms are starting to automate the exact work junior lawyers used to spend years billing for: research, document review, contract drafting, first-pass legal analysis. And that means AI isn't just creating embarrassing mistakes in court, it's also changing which attorney jobs firms still need humans to do. This video breaks down where AI is already replacing legal work, which lawyers are most exposed, and what this means for the future of the profession. Law has always been a language business. Reading documents, writing contracts, researching cases, drafting arguments. That's the job, and that's exactly what AI is best at. A legal AI company called Legora just hit a $5.6 billion valuation. Their latest funding round included NVIDIA's venture capital arm. When the company making the chips that power AI starts betting on legal AI specifically, that's not a trend, that's a signal. And Legora isn't alone. Tools like Harvey, CoCounsel, and Lexis Plus AI are already running inside law firms right now. I don't mean being tested, these are being used. Contract review that used to take a junior associate 2 days is now done in under an hour. Legal research that used to need a team is now done by one person with the right tool. Goldman Sachs estimated that 44% of legal tasks could be automated. That's nearly half the job. And the tasks going first are the ones junior attorneys and paralegals have always used to build their careers. And that brings us to what AI genuinely can't replace. AI can research every relevant case, but it can't stand in front of a jury. AI can draft a contract, but can't sit across the table and read the room. AI can flag a risk in a document, but can't tell you whether your client should settle or fight. Remember that New York attorney with the fake cases? In law, a mistake isn't just embarrassing. It can end your career or cost a client their freedom. The client facing a criminal charge doesn't want an algorithm. They want someone who's been in that courtroom, someone who knows the judge, knows the other side, and is there for their client. AI doesn't have that. If you're thinking about law school, don't let this video talk you out of it, but go in knowing what you're actually training for. The traditional entry point, document review, legal research, first drafts, that pipeline is getting smaller because the firms need fewer people to do the same amount of work. So go in with a specialty. The more your work lives in human judgment, the stuff that can't be typed into a prompt, the harder you are to replace. And learn the AI tools. The law student who graduates knowing how to use AI to do in 1 hour what takes everyone else a day. That person doesn't get replaced. That person gets hired because of it. If you're already practicing, here's my honest take. The attorneys who thrive in the next 10 years aren't the ones who ignore this or the ones who panic. They're the ones who figure out how to use AI. Think about what your day looks like when AI handles the foundational work. You stop spending time on the stuff that drains you, and you spend more time on the work that actually requires you. Client strategy, high-stakes negotiations, courtroom presence, building your reputation, the work no tool can touch. Here's the part nobody's really talking about. It's not just happening inside law firms. People who could never afford a lawyer are now using ChatGPT and Claude to ask legal questions and getting real answers. They're drafting wills, writing lease agreements, sending cease and desist letters, filing small claims paperwork, understanding their rights as employees, tenants, parents. Documents that used to cost hundreds or thousands of dollars to have a lawyer create. People are generating them in minutes. And honestly, for a lot of situations, it's working. Access to legal help has always been one of the most unequal things in this country. If you could afford a good lawyer, you had options. If you couldn't, you were navigating the system alone. AI is changing that equation, but it's not something people should do blindly. AI can explain your rights. It can draft a document. It can help you understand what you're signing. What it can't do is tell you what it doesn't know about your specific situation. It doesn't know your state-specific laws. It doesn't know the judge. It doesn't know what the other side is actually capable of. And if something goes wrong, there's no one accountable. No bar license on the line. Use it as a starting point. Use it to understand the landscape. But for anything with real consequences, a custody battle, a criminal charge, a major contract, get a real lawyer involved. Are you in the legal field, or have you used AI for a legal question yourself? Drop it in the comments, subscribe to our channel, and if you know someone in law school or stressed about their legal career, send them this video. I'll see you in the next one.